Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Hope all of you are fine, safe and sound. Today we will discuss about a basic concept of chemistry, that is stoichiometry. Before we discuss about stoichiometry, let us look on the chemical equation. Now, what is the chemical equation? It is a statement of chemical reaction by using symbols and formula of a reactant and a product. Means the chemical equation is the representation of a chemical reaction by using different symbols and formulas. Now look at this chemical equation. These two are chemical equation. In the left side of chemical equation we write the reactant, and in the right side of a chemical equation we write product. Okay, now carbon dioxide is formed by the reaction of carbon and oxygen. We write product at the right side of the equation, and reactant at the left side of equation. Now carbon and oxygen are the reactants and carbon dioxide is formed with the product. In the second chemical equation, this is equation for the production of water. In this case 2 mole of H2 react with 1 mole of oxygen. These all are reactants to produce 2 mole of H2O, means water. Now water is the product. Now there are some limitation of the chemical reaction, that is it does not tell about the condition, mechanism and the rate of reaction. Means when we are looking at these chemical equation, there is no representation of temperature, pressure and the condition like the catalyst are used in the reaction or any other condition. Okay, and same, it does not tell about the rate of the reaction. Rate of reaction is the rate or the speed at which a reaction is proceed. As we look at this chemical equation, there is no representation of speed of reaction. The reaction is fast or slow, so it does not tell about the rate of reaction or the speed of the reaction. And the second limitation is that it can be written for a reaction which does not occur. For example, just look at this reaction. In this case 1 mole of carbon react with 2 mole of hydrogen and produce CH4, that is methane gas. But in actual this reaction is not occurring in nature. This is impossible reaction. So we can also write the chemical equation for these type of reactions also, which does not occur in nature. Okay, now we will move toward stoichiometry. We will define stoichiometry first of all. Now stoichiometry is the branch of chemistry that deal with the quantitative relationship between reactants and the product in a balanced chemical equation. I write the balanced chemical equation. Equation should be balanced. And the second, in the balanced chemical equation we will discuss about the quantitative relationship. Now what is the quantitative relationship? There are two types of relationship. First one is the qualitative relationship, and there is the other relationship, that is quantitative relationship. In qualitative cases we discuss about the composition of a substance, and in a quantitative relation we discuss the quantity of substance like 12 gram, 13 gram, 2 mole. In this case we are discussing the quantity, and the stoichiometry deal with the quantitative relationship between the reactants and the product. We will clear these points in next steps. Now there are some assumption when we are dealing with the stoichiometry, that we assume that all the reactants are completely converted into products. The second assumption is that there is no side reaction. And the third assumption is that the law of conservation of mass and the law of definite proportion are obeyed. Now first of all we will discuss that all the reactants are completely converted into products. Means look at this reaction. In this case 1 mole of carbon react with 1 mole of oxygen and produce carbon dioxide. 1 mole of carbon dioxide. Now 1 mole of carbon contains 12 gram of carbon. When we take 60 gram of oxygen, it means we are taking 1 mole of oxygen. When these 12 mole of carbon and 16 gram of oxygen, the total mass is 44, and they should produce 44 gram of product, that is 44 gram of carbon dioxide. Okay, it means that all the reactants are completely converted into products. Now there is no side reaction occur. No side reaction means there are no side product are formed. In some cases, it has happened that instead of complete combustion of carbon to carbon dioxide, it has happened that carbon monoxide is also formed. But in this case, in a balanced chemical equation, we will consider that all the reactants are completely converted into the desired product. No side product is formed. Okay. Now, the third case is the law of conservation of mass and the law of definite proportion are obeyed. Now, what is law of conservation of mass and the law of definite proportion? The law of conservation of mass states that the matter can neither be created nor destroyed. The mass of a reactant is equal to the mass of product. As the atom is a matter and the matter is not destroyed, or the atom is not destroyed, but it can change from one form to other. Matter can change from one form to another, but it is not destroyed. This is the law of conservation of mass. So the mass of the reactant is always equal to the mass of product. For example, look at this. The total mass of reactant is 12 plus 16, that is 44. Sorry, as there are two oxygen, so the mass is 32. For one oxygen, it is 16. Now the total mass is 32 plus 12, that is 44 gram. Now, as all the reactants are completely converted into products, so the mass of product should be 44 grams. Now, when the 1 mole of carbon will react with 1 mole of oxygen, it should produce 44 gram of carbon dioxide gas. Now, the second law is the law of definite proportion. And in this law state that a pure chemical compound is always formed of same element combining with each other in a fixed ratio. Now, whenever we talk about pure chemical compound like water or carbon dioxide, in this case, whenever the water is formed, it will formed by the 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. In this case, there are 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. And whenever the carbon dioxide is formed, it will form by the reaction of 1 carbon and 2 oxygen. The ratio is always 1:2. For example, in this case of H2, when we change the ratio will be 2:2. When we change this ratio 2:2 from 2:1, this will it will form another compound, that is hydrogen peroxide. Now, the property of hydrogen peroxide are very different from this water. So, a pure chemical compound is always formed of a same element combining with a fixed ratio. In water, the ratio is always fixed, that is 2:1, 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. In carbon dioxide, the ratio is always fixed, that is 1 carbon and 2 oxygen, 1:2. Now, there are different stoichiometric calculation. In stoichiometry, we can calculate the mole-mole relationship and mass-mass relationship and the mole-mass relationship. For example, if we know the mass of a reactor, we can find the mass of product. If we know the mass of mole of reactant, we can find the mole of product. If we know the mole of reactant, we can find the mass of product. Same, if we know the mass of reactant, we can find the mole of product. If we know the mass of product, we can find the mass of product. If we know the mole of product, we can find the moles of reactants. Hope student this will helpful for you. If there is any question, you are free to ask. Thank you.